MP admits to ... I don't need to know whether they're Labour or Tory until further down the story, because it's not going to affect my disgust at their conduct. Everything now is tribal and binary. Absolutely everything. Even rape allegations diminish or increase according to the party position of the accused. And that, of course, comes to its natural apotheosis in the coverage of the grooming gangs in Rotherham. The notion that somehow child abuse is more egregious when it's committed by a brown person than it is when it's committed by a white person. There's a word for that. You don't need me to remind you what it is. Just look at who's in charge of America. He is one. And then we come back to Britain, where we have voted to undertake Brexit, and in large part at the behest of non-domiciled billionaires like Michael Ashcroft, and the two brothers that own the Daily Telegraph, who have their own Channel Island. They also own the Ritz, and they bankroll people to go out and blather about the elites. Is there anything more indicative of a completely broken system than the men who own the Ritz bankrolling a blowhard like Farage to moan about the elites? It's incredible. Absolutely incredible. And then you got the owner of the Daily Mail, who inherited his non-domicile status from his own father. This is incredible. And if you're wondering why there are so few journalists covering this stuff, the answer's really, really simple. So we've got bills to pay. We've got mortgages to pay. We can't go after our paymasters in a way that many journalists would like to. And why can't we? Because they actually own this stuff. They own it. Ashcroft owns a publishing company. He owns a polling company. Rothermere owns a newspaper. The Barclay brothers own the Daily Telegraph. Rupert Murdoch, who changed citizenship, such is his proper understanding of patriotic loyalty, he changed citizenship so he could buy up businesses in America. That's how loyal he is to his Australian roots, never mind how loyal he is to the British roots that his well-paid pundits get paid to tell us we should care about. And people like Ashcroft buying up Victoria Crosses, wearing his bogus patriotism like a cheap suit while avoiding tax on an industrial scale and allowing it to go uncorrected when the Conservative Party said that he'd changed his status. William Hague, love him or loathe him, stood up in good faith at the House of Commons and said that this man's decision to surrender his non-domicile status would bring tens of millions of pounds into the Treasury. And yet he never did it. And he thought he'd got away with it. And when a journalist from the, BBC, boo, down with them, when a journalist from the BBC tracks him down and asks him a question, he hides in a lavatory.
You didn't frankly have the balls to put country before party.